we're going to do a little face and do some talking. So, one of the things that I decided that I wanted to talk about is that I think I'm ready. I do. I think I'm ready to take the step and maybe get out there and start doing a little dating. I know. But I talked to Eddie about it. He wouldn't want me to be by myself and alone and downtrodden. He wouldn't want me to be. He wouldn't want me to be out amongst the people, experiencing the city and all the things. And, I have a new lease on life and, new space and I just need to, I think, I don't know if I necessarily need to give you a speech, but it's been rough. But the question is, where? Where do we go to meet and experience? And, I don't know. That's the thing. So I remember talking to my friend, and I was like, her husband, who passed away, unfortunately, he was a fireman. And I remember I was like, does he have any fireman friends that you can hook me up with? And she was like, absolutely not. I'm not going to be a party to that. And I was like, I don't like that. But at the end of the day, it makes sense, because if that doesn't work out, now there's a whole dynamic. But the point is, people don't hook each other up anymore, you know? And I did it, because then in the breakup, who gets the friends? So now we done messed up the church's money, because now you and Dwayne are not dating anymore, and you got to come and see him at the firefighter cookout. So that didn't transpire. So where do you go to meet people? So then I see all these things on social media where they're like, this is where you want to go to meet high value men. You got to go here. So now that whole place is crowded up. So now what are you supposed to do? So now all the young ladies are there, and then it's kind of rough, because the old ladies, we get we're in competition with you. We're not in competition. We're exhausted. Now, don't get me wrong. I can see where the competition portion of events comes in, because the older women, we're still, outside looking halfway decent. So you might think we're in competition, but we're not. We're not in competition. But back to the story. So again, the question is, where do I go to meet said people? We talked about this before, and we're going to keep talking about it until apparently I meet somebody. Also, I just want you to know, I want somebody for a good time, not a long time. I don't think I want a whole relationship again, Is that bad? Because Eddie was the love of my life. Am I going to dismiss the opportunity that I'll find a love like that again? No, but I think that's greedy, to think that you're going to get to meet somebody again like that. That is like consuming your whole world. Like, Eddie changed my whole world. And one of the things that talked about with someone the other day, was that, the unexpected gift of Eddie leaving was encouraging. So there's so many things I would not have done if Eddie was still here. I wouldn't have moved. I would still be at my job. And that's a big deal, because, like I said, we grew up in a time where you didn't leave a good job. That's a good job, Savannah. So there's that. Also, I would have either put mascara on or put some lashes on, but I'm looking like a naked mole rat, because I need to get my lashes done. And I just don't have the patience. So the thing is, I think it's time for me to really get out there and just experience life and enjoy. And I'm not like, even though what Eddie's sister said is so true, it's not that I need to, well, I do need to let the poor man rest in peace. I don't wanna. But I think the reality is me not letting him rest in peace is not letting me live, because I just won't get out of my way to experience this new chapter. And I have to, because it's not fair to me. I should live a little. He's not stopping me from living. I'm stopping myself from living. So, with that being said, and I said a lot of nothing, I think it's time. So, we're going to need suggestions as to what I should do to do that. Besides it, I'm going to be outside. I'm going outside, experiencing life in the city. There's nothing but air and opportunity. So, I will be doing that. Just trying to figure out as I go. So, anywho, I will take suggestions from you for places that we can go and look and see and experience. Because as long as, as long as I'm still up and running, I should be up and running. So that is the thought of the day. So let me know your thoughts. Bye.